Right. Shall we start from 51? You want me to explain this? 52. Right. Perimeter of equilateral triangle is 63 centimeters. Find the area of its circumcircle. Equilateral triangle. Circumcircle. A by root 3. If it is small r, a by 2 root 3. Now we were asked to calculate circumcircle, equilateral triangle. Perimeter is given as 63. Then side is equal to divided by 3. And then again root 3. So you can write it as 21 by root 3. Answer 7 root 3. I think yesterday we already discussed. In equilateral triangle, capital R to small r, they will be in the ratio 2:1. Perimeter of the square field is equal to perimeter of a rectangular field, whose area is 3648 square meters. Length is 28 meters more than its breadth. What is the area of the square? Square area. Now the first condition says perimeters are equal. Correct? Correct. Area of the rectangle 3648. And difference between length and breadth is equals to 28. Yes? And then we were asked to calculate a square value. Method wise, using LB and L minus B, we need to get L plus B. How can you get this? L plus B whole square is equal to L minus B whole square plus 4 times of LB. Now look at the first equation. From this we can say A is equal to L plus B by 2. Correct? Finally we were asked to calculate L plus B by 2 whole square. Correct? Keep the denominator as it is, that is 1 by 4. In the numerator, what is that we need to write? L plus B whole square, which is L minus B whole square plus 4 times of LB. Don't try to calculate how much is L and how much is B. That is not required. L minus B whole square, 28 square plus 4 times of 3648. Correct? This 28 square, can we write it as 2 square into 14 square? Matladandi. 2 square into 14 square. Let's take 4 common in the numerator and 4 in the denominator gets cancelled. 14 square 196 plus 3648. Answer ends with 4. How many options are there? 1. 3844 final answer. Your solution is in yellow color. The other data is just the information. Don't think that this is lengthy. Only yellow color one is the solution. Rest all data is given in the question. You want me to discuss this? There is a loss of 30% on selling 3 articles for 2 rupees. How many articles to be sold at 1 rupee to get a profit of 5%? Okay. So now if the question is given like this, if number of articles are different, convert into 1 article. You will easily get the answer. Selling price of 3 articles is equal to 2 rupees. Then 1 article price is equal to 2 by 3. Now let me calculate what is the cost of 1 article with profit case. In the first case where you sold 3 articles for 2 rupees. In that case, what is made? Profit or loss? Loss. How much loss? Then selling price is equal to 70% only. Now we need 5% profit. 5% profit in the sense that is equals to 105%. Correct? Yes? Now after this you can go for cross multiplication. That is one way. The other way is using 30. How will you get 105? By adding how much? To 30 how much you need to add to make it 105? To the 70 how much you need to add? 35. How are you getting that? Half of 70. That is half of 70. Can I say 105 is 3 by 2 times of 70? Half increase in the sense it becomes 1.5. 1.5 times in the sense 3 by 2. So right hand side also it should become 3 by 2 times of that number, which is equal to 1. So in the new case, one article price becomes 1 rupee. But read the question carefully. How many articles to be sold at 1 rupee? So if you are expecting 1 rupee, how many articles you need to sell now? Only one article. That's it. Got it? If you don't know how you got this 3 by 2, you need to go for cross multiplication. If you go for cross multiplication, 2 by 3 into 105 by 70. 3, 35 times. Numerator and 70, denominator is also 70, which is equal to 1. Instead of going for cross multiplication, we are identifying the relation. So make a habit of identifying that relation. That is easy. And if you are habituated to that, in the examination you will see the benefit. 3 liters of a solution is taken out from a solution of 12 liters which contains 3/5 of the milk in it. If 6 liters of water is added to this resultant solution, then what is the percentage of water in it? Initially, how many liters of quantity we have? 12 liters. How much quantity is taken out? 3. How much is left? Among 9 liters, we have milk and water. Correct? Now we have 9 liters. They said 3/5 of the quantity is milk. Then 2/5 is water only. 2/5 in the sense, can I take 40%? 40% of this number is equal to 3.6 liters. Correct? Again 6 liters of water is added to this component. When you are adding 6 liters here, how much quantity of water we have? 9.6 liters. Correct? Now what is the total quantity available? Already 9 liters plus 6 liters added. Now what is the quantity? 15% into 100. Can I write it as 960 by 15? 15 6 times. 90. 40 is left. 4 times. 64%, fourth option. To this question, you can even use alligation method. Let me explain alligation. We have water, initial water component. Later we are adding 100% water. When you mix these two, you will get some other quantity. In that, what is the percentage of water? That's what you are asked to calculate. Now alligation. This is in the initial container. This is extra quantity that you are adding. This is total quantity. Hope you got the point. How much quantity of initial container we have? Originally we have 12 liters, but 3 liters taken out, right? How many liters we have? 9. To that, how much quantity of extra water we are adding? 6. That means they are in what respective ratio? 3:2. So write the simplified form, which is 3:2. 3 parts and then 2 parts. As the question is about water percentage. In the initial container, what is the percentage of water? ఆల్రెడీ మాట్లాడాం కదా మీ బొంద ఇక్కడ 3.6 ఎట్లా క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేశారు? 40%. సో ఇన్ ద ఇనీషియల్ కంటైనర్ వాటర్ ఈజ్ 40%. To that, what is the extra quantity that you are adding? 6 liters. What is 6 liters? Water. That means it is 100% water, right? So when you are adding water, it is 100%. Now already I told you, sum of these two, number of parts is 5 parts. Must be equal to the difference between these two original numbers. 5 parts is equals to 60. Then what is 1 part? 12. 3 parts? 36. 2 parts? 24. Middle number? 64. Over. So here you need to know this. 5 parts total must be equal to difference of original numbers. If you don't understand that, start with variables A, B, and this is C. Now take the allegation. Come on. A minus C. Next one, C minus B. Now what am I telling you is, sum of these two numbers, when you add those two, plus C minus C gets cancelled. How much is left? A minus B. And that is the difference between original numbers. Got the point? So sum of these two must be equal to difference between original numbers. The difference between simple interest and compound interest is 4.864 on a sum invested for 3 years at the rate of 4% per annum. The same amount is invested for 2 years at the same rate. Then the difference between simple interest and compound interest is, see, one thing what you can do is assume principal as 100%, calculate difference between simple interest and compound interest for 3 years in terms of percent, calculate difference between simple and compound for 2 years in terms of percentage. Their difference is equals to 4.684. Adena adigindi? No. What is 4.864? Ante. Their difference is equal to 4.864. No. That is, difference between simple interest and compound interest is 4.864 on a sum of invested for 3 years at the rate of 4% per annum. This difference is equals to 4.864. From that we can calculate what is 100%. 2 years difference is also not required. That is one way. But because the rate of interest is 4%, you will get too many decimals. So I don't recommend that method. Instead, what you can do is, if you know the difference between simple interest and compound interest for 3 years, we know how to calculate principal. Can you tell me? Principal P is equal to D into 10 power 6 by R square into 300 plus R. ఏంటి కొత్తగా చూస్తారు, ఎప్పుడు చూడలేదా దాన్ని? చూడలేదా? If you are given difference between simple interest and compound interest for 3 years, D stands for difference. Principal P is equal to D into 10 power 6 by R square into 300 plus R. The same difference is given for 2 years. Earlier it was for how many years? 3 years. But if it is for 2 years, principal P is equal to D into 100 by R whole square. These are the only two formulas that we recommend you to remember in simple interest and compound interest. So now when you read the question, the difference between simple interest and compound interest for 3 years at the rate of 4% per annum is 4.864. The same amount, principally same, invested for 2 years at the same rate, then the difference between simple and compound interest is. For 2 years, you are asked to calculate interest. Here in both cases, this is P and this is P. Then both must be equal. So now what I would like to use is, Left hand side 3 years data, right hand side 2 years data. D into 10 power 6 by R square into 300 plus R. That must be equal to, this is another difference which is for 2 years. I'll call it as D2 into 100 by R whole square. Rate of interest is same in both cases. So now right hand side 100 by R whole square, I will rewrite it as 10 to the power of 4 by R square. R square gets cancelled. 10 power 4 cancellation with 10 power 6, and here you will have 10 square. How much is D1 mentioned in the question? 4.864 into 10 square, 100. Can I directly write it as 486.4 divided by 300 plus R, which is 304, and this itself is D2 value. Correct? Correct. Now numerator is more than the denominator, hence answer is more than 1. What is 2 times of the denominator? 608, and our numerator is less than 608. That means answer must be more than 1 but less than 2. How many options are there? How many options are there? 2 options. Those 2 options, if you observe those 2, one is less than 1.5, the other is more than 1.5. Correct? What is half of this number? 152. If you add 304 plus half of that number 152, your number is 456, and still you have much more than that number. Correct? That means answer must be more than 1.5. First also eliminated. 1.6 final answer. What is the central angle? Answer must be 9 multiple. First cannot be your answer, second may be your answer, third, fourth, final. 3 possibilities are there. Now we were asked to calculate food. Food is 35%. 35% calculated on 360 degrees. Correct? How do you calculate 35%? 10% plus 25%. 10% 36. 25% 90. Answer ends with 6. In triangle PQR, the length of PQ and PR are 30 and then 20 centimeters respectively. S is a point on QR such that PS is perpendicular to QR. If PS is equal to 12 centimeters, then what is the radius of the circle circumscribing the triangle? Okay, now if you take this triangle here, circle circumscribing the triangle, this is how it looks like. Come on. Now PQ already mentioned as 30, PR mentioned as 20, PS is equals to 12. Yes. Now we were asked to calculate radius of the circle circumscribing the triangle. Already we calculated 2 days back or 3 days back. R is equal to A, B, C by 4 times of area of the triangle, where A comma B comma C are sides of the triangle. A value mentioned 30, B value is the base that we don't know, and C value is 20 divided by 4 times of area of the triangle. For the area of the triangle, can we use half base into height? Because height is mentioned. Half base in the sense B, height in the sense 12. B gets cancelled. 2, 6 times, 6, 5 times, 4, 5 times. Answer 25. The base of a right prism is a triangle. So you can assume your prism something similar to this. Base is in triangle shape. Perimeter of the triangle is 48 centimeters. The radius of the triangle is 8 centimeters. If the volume of the prism is 6912 cubic centimeters, then what is the lateral surface area of the prism? Lateral surface area. That means curved surface area only. So what is its base shape? Triangle. Then when we were asked to calculate lateral surface area or the curved surface area, that must be equal to perimeter multiplied by height only. Yes. What is the base? Triangle. And we were already given triangle perimeter, right? How much is that? 48 into height. That gives you answer? Yes. 48. Without calculating height, let's try to answer the question. 48 is 3 multiple? Also 4 multiple? Right. Can your first option be a 3 multiple? Maybe your answer. Can it be second option? It is not a multiple of 3. Can it be third option? Can it be fourth option? No. There is only one option. We are done with the answer. If you want to calculate height, the height. Now, we were given volume of the prism. Volume of the prism in the sense, area, base area multiplied by height only. So 6912 is equal to triangle area multiplied by height. So now radius of the triangle is given. For the triangle, radius is mentioned. Yes. Radius is mentioned as 8 and perimeter, this is in radius 8, perimeter mentioned as 48. When you have in radius and perimeter, how to calculate area of the triangle? This is volume. Have you understood? Volume must be equal to base area multiplied by height. Height we want. That means we need to write area, right? For area of the triangle, we have so many formulas. But given data, observe the given data. We were given in radius and at the same time perimeter. When we were given in radius and perimeter, I already discussed delta is equal to R into S. నేనే డిస్కస్ చేసింది నాకు గుర్తుంది. Delta is equal to R into S, where what is R here? In radius. What is S here? Semi perimeter. That is not perimeter, that must be semi perimeter. Now we need to use that. So volume is equal to triangle area R, which is 8, into S semi perimeter, that must be 24, into height. Using this, we need to calculate height. Then we need to substitute in the lateral surface area. Lateral surface area, which is perimeter multiplied by height. Calculate చేయాలి అది. అదంతా లేకుండా 48లో 3 మల్టిపుల్ ఉందనుకుంటే ఆన్సర్ ఈజీ. Pipe A can fill a tank in 12 minutes. Another pipe can empty the tank by 6 liters per minute. 6 liters per minute. If both the pipes are open together, the tank gets filled in 36 minutes. Then the capacity of the tank is. We have inlet, one outlet, and then both AB. Inlet can fill the tank in 12 minutes. Outlet, avi 6 liters minutes kaadu, time kaadu adi. We need to take only time. Both AB together takes 36 minutes. LCM 36. A alone will do 3 units. AB together will do 1 unit. That means B will do 2 units negative work. So if you calculate time taken by B to empty the tank, that is 36 by 2, which is 18 only? 18 minutes. Per minute, B will give 6 liters. So in 18 minutes, 18 into 6. 6 into 8. Answer ends with 8. How many options are there? 2 options. This cannot be your answer because that is not a multiple of 9. 18 we have into 6. 18 is 9 multiple. Answer must be 9 multiple. There is only one option. You don't even need to go for last digit verification. Otherwise, చిన్న నెంబరే కాబట్టి 18 6 times 108. గుర్తుంటే okay. The sum of two numbers is 351 and their HCF is 27. Then the total number of pairs of these numbers that will be possible is. If HCF is 27, every number is 27 multiple? Is LCM also 27 multiple? Think and answer my question. If HCF is 27, every number is 27 multiple. Agreed? Now, if you calculate LCM for those numbers, can LCM also multiple of HCF? Yes. If every number is 27 multiple, LCM also should be 27 multiple. Yes. Now, let us assume two numbers as 27x, 27y. Because HCF is given as 27, both the numbers must be 27 multiples. And sum of both the numbers given as 351. From this, left hand side take 27 common. You'll have x plus y, which is equal to 351 by 27, which is 13 times. So now you need to find out combinations for x comma y, where sum of numbers must be equal to x plus y ఎంత వచ్చింది 13. But remember, whenever we were asked to calculate number of pairs, when you write this combination, their HCF must be equal to 1. Their HCF must be equal to 1. They must be co-prime numbers. Other than 1, if you get any other HCF, your basic condition gets failed. So now 13, I want to write it as 1 comma 12. Are they co-prime? Yes. 2 comma 11 co-prime. 3 comma 10 co-prime. 4 comma 9 co-prime. 5 comma 8 co-prime. 6 comma 7 co-prime. 7 and 6, 6 and 7, both are same. So from here, again, you will get all repetition. So how many such pairs are there? 6 pairs. ఇప్పుడు ఇక్కడ వచ్చే నంబర్స్ ఏమనుకున్నాము? కో ప్రైమ్ అనుకున్నాం. ఈ కండిషన్ ఎందుకంటే అక్కడ కో ప్రైమ్ అవ్వలేదు అని అనుకోండి. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ forget about this sum 13 here. If I take combination of x comma y as 2 comma 4, for example, sum 6 అనే అనుకోండి కొంచెం సేపు. Are these two numbers co-primes to each other? Come on. Sum should be equal to 6. Sum 6 అవ్వాలి అని అంటే, if you write the combination 1 comma 5, 2 comma 4, 3 comma 3. These are 3 different combinations, correct? Now, here 1 comma 5 are co-primes, so you can consider. 2 comma 4 not co-primes. 3 comma 3 they are not co-primes. So you cannot consider remaining 2 because they are not co-primes to each other. Reason is, if this is what your combination, your numbers were treated as 27x, 27y, correct? X and y values are 2 comma 4. Now, for these numbers, if you try to calculate HCF, 27 is common, 2 is also common. So how much is common here? 54, which is 1 comma 2. What is this 54 becomes? HCF. But what is the HCF given in the question? 27. But if you pick 2 comma 4 as the combination, your HCF becomes 54. That fails the initial condition. Hence, it is very important to take co-prime numbers whenever we were asked to calculate number of pairs. Whenever you are asked to calculate number of pairs, this point should come to your mind. Which point? Co-primes. Combination numbers must be, numbers in the combination must be co-primes to each other. Okay? Right. I think yesterday or day before yesterday, we have seen this kind of model. And today's question, this is so easy because 9 times of some number, clear indication. Answer must be 9 multiple 18 over. You don't even need to bother remaining data. 9 into something, done, you are done. Otherwise, you need to expand this. How much you get? 8 by x plus 1. 8 by y plus 1. 8 by z plus 1. Plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. 3 times we are getting. That goes right hand side and becomes 16. Left hand side we have 8 by x, 8 by y, 8 by z. You can take 8 common. 1 by x, 1 by y, 1 by z. 8 how many times? 2 times. 1 by x plus 1 by y plus 1 by z is equals to 2. Now, whatever we have in bracket, if you expand it, xy, xyz, xy gets cancelled. How much you will have? 1 by z plus yz by xyz, 1 by x, xz by xyz, 1 by y into 9. Already we got this value as 2. 9 into 2, 18 answer. ఈ రామాయణం చేయకుండా ఇక్కడ 9 ఉంది, అయిపోయింది ఆన్సర్. 9 మల్టిపుల్ ఒకటే ఉంది. అది a plus b plus aq plus bq plus cq minus 3abc. a plus b plus c into a plus b plus c whole square minus 3ab plus bc plus ca. కదా కదా ఎప్పుడు వాడాలి అది? a plus b plus c వాల్యూ ఇచ్చి ab plus bc plus ca ఇచ్చినప్పుడు వాడాలి. ఇప్పుడు ఆ వాల్యూస్ ఉన్నాయా? ఇప్పుడు ఏం చేద్దాం సార్? అసలు ఈ వాల్యూసే క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేసేస్తే అయిపోద్దా? రైట్, లెట్స్ సి. a plus b, b plus c, c plus a. When you add everything, you'll get 2a plus 2b plus 2c, correct? How much is that? 16 plus 24, 40. 40 plus 20. 2 times of a plus b plus c is equals to, Amma, 60 by 2. How much is that? So now, a plus b plus c is equals to 30. Now you have 2 methods. We already know a plus b value. If that is subtracted from 30, c is equals to 14. A plus b plus c is equal to 20. b is equals to 6. a plus b is equal to 16. a is equal to 10. Right? Now you have 2 ways to answer this question. Number 1, calculate. We already calculated a plus b plus c is equal to 30. Now we need to know ab plus bc plus ca. Already a comma b comma c values are there. If you calculate this, you can directly use the formula. What is that? 30 into 30 square minus 3 times of ab plus bc plus ca. Correct? Correct? Right. Now, if at all if you want to use this, stop. You need not to calculate how much is ab plus bc plus ca. Need not to calculate because 30 is already here, which is a multiple of 3. Numbers inside bracket, again you have 3 multiple. You can take that also common. Already 3 multiple available. Numbers inside bracket is also 3 multiple. Answer must be, can it be first option? Can it be second? Can it be third? It has to be fourth option. Need not to solve. Okay. Okay. Right. So this is one way. That is, after getting ab plus bc plus ca, you can answer the question. Okay. This is one formula. There is another one. When we have a, b, c values, a plus b plus c values, a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc is equals to. a plus b plus c into a minus b whole square plus b minus c whole square plus c minus a whole square. A plus b plus c 30, a minus b 4 square 16, b minus c 8 square, c minus a 4 16, 16 16, 32 plus 64 amma 96. We have a 0. 6 threes 18, 9 threes 27 plus 1 28. By 2 వేయాలి. ఎస్, అది మర్చిపోయా. ఇక్కడ by 2 ఆన్సర్ 1440. A cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc is equal to a plus b plus c into a minus b whole square plus b minus c whole square plus c minus a whole square by 2. This is another formula. Otherwise మనది ఏదన్నా ఎదురయ్యినే మనకు తెలిసిన ఫార్ములానే వాడుకోవచ్చు. బట్ యూ నీడ్ టు గెట్ ఏబి ప్లస్ బీసీ ప్లస్ సిఏ బికాస్ వీ నో దీస్ వాల్యూస్. ఓకేనా? Hanif spent 1/7 of his salary on rent, 1/3 of the rest spent on shopping, 1/8 of the remaining spent on savings. The remaining amount is 8,000. Then what is the salary? Right, here also couple of methods are there. 8,000 is remaining, something like that, correct? Let the initial money be X rupees. 1/7 is spent on rent, 1/3 of the rest. So far, if 1/7 is already over, how much is remaining? 6/7 of original number X, that is left. Out of that, 1/3 is spent on shopping. How much is remaining? 2/3 of this. This is what remaining. Again, 1/8 of the remaining spent on savings. If 1/8 is spent, what is remaining? 7/8. This is what leftover money, which is equals to 8,000. 7 7 cancel, 3 2 times, 2 into 2 4 4 2 times, X is equal to 16,000. This is one way. The other way, how many fractions we have? 3. What are those denominators? 7 3 8. LCM 168 parts. Out of this 1/7, how much is 1/7? 24 parts. Remaining 144 parts. Out of 144, 1/3. 1/3 in the sense 48 parts. Remaining 96 parts. Out of this 1/8, that is 12 parts. Remaining 84. So remaining 84 parts mentioned as 8,000, we were asked to calculate total, which is 168. That is exactly 2 times vertically. Answer 16,000. Either the way is fine. What is the value of this one? Okay. Now, 1 plus cot square theta. Intaka? Evara Animutyu? 1 plus cot square theta is equal to tan square theta. Evaro chepparu Animutyu. Nee bonda meerasla. Cot square theta. Come on, tell me. Cos square theta by sin square theta. If you take sin square theta common, in the numerator also we will have sin square theta. How much is numerator? 1 by 1 by sine square theta divided by. Let us first complete this. Okay. Denominator, I would like to take secant theta plus 1, secant theta minus 1 common. That is going to be secant square theta minus 1. What is secant square theta minus 1? Come on. Tan square theta. I'll write that in the next step. In the numerator, let us assume you take sine theta common. Then how much is here? 1. And here also 1. Now if you take denominators common, here in the numerator we will have secant theta minus 1 plus secant theta plus 1. Plus 1 minus 1 gets cancelled. Now that I'll write it as 1 by sine square theta divided by 2 secant theta. Can I write secant theta as 1 by cos theta? And in the numerator we have sine theta. Secant square theta minus 1. You said tan square theta. That I am going to write it as sine square theta into cos square theta. Sine theta square cancel. Cos theta square cancel. So now what is left? 2 cos theta by sine theta. So now this is my final step. 1 by sine square theta divided by 2 cos theta sine theta can be written as into sine theta by 2 cos theta. Sine theta and square gets cancelled now. So now that is 1 by 2 sine theta cos theta. Sine 2 theta. 1 by sine 2 theta. Cosecant 2 theta. Otherwise you can do one more thing. Enti? Theta value substitution. Because we have sine, secant and then cot, take theta value 45 degrees and then substitute and verify in options. That is another way. How do we do this? Theta substitution. Because we have tan, cot, tan, secant, cos, cosecant. What is the best value for theta? 45 degrees. 8 into cos theta, cos 45. 1 by root 2 to the power of 4. 1 by root 2 to the power of 4. 1 by 4. Cosecant theta, cosecant 45. Root 2 whole square 2 into secant 45. Secant 45 root 2 power 6 root 2 to the power of 6 8 minus tan 45 1 power 6 1 again minus 1 4 2 times 4 into 6 24. So you may ask me one question. Why can't you substitute theta value for the previous question? There is a difference between these two questions. Here, if you substitute, you need to substitute in the question as well as in 4 options also. 5 times the substitution is required. But in 67, in options, we were directly given numbers. So if you substitute theta value, directly you will get the answer. I don't have to substitute theta value in again options. That is not required. That is the reason if numbers are given in options, I will go with substitution. If values are given in the options, then I will try to solve it. Arenditiki difference adi. Okay now? The average of first A numbers is B cube and average of B numbers is A cube. Then the average of all the numbers is, okay. There are a numbers whose average is b cube. Sum is equal to a into b cube, correct? There is another set whose average for b numbers is a cube. Then their sum is equal to b into a cube. This is total sum. And we were asked to calculate average of all the numbers. All the numbers in the sense, how many numbers are there? How many numbers are there? A plus b numbers. Hardly AB you can take common in the numerator. You'll have b square plus a square by a plus b. That option is not available in options. That has to be there. Options lo adi ledu. If you want, multiply average with sum of all the numbers, that must be equal to this one. మీకు ఈ లాస్ట్లో అంటే వాళ్ళు ఎక్కడ పొరపాటు పడ్డారో కూడా చెప్తాను నేను. హియర్ in place of b square minus a square or a square minus b square, whatever it, a square plus b square, you can rewrite it as ab into a square plus b square by a plus b. అదే కదా కరెక్ట్ ఫార్మాట్. అయితే ఇక్కడ ఏ స్క్వేర్ ప్లస్ బి స్క్వేర్లో ప్రాబబ్లీ సాల్వ్ చేసినప్పుడు క్వశ్చన్ ఎవరైతే రాశారో వాళ్ళు, నేను కాదు, దాన్ని వాళ్ళు ఏబి ఇంటూ ఏ స్క్వేర్ మైనస్ బి స్క్వేర్ బై ఏ ప్లస్ బి అని అనుకున్నారు. న్యూమరేటర్లో ఉన్న ఏ స్క్వేర్ మైనస్ బి స్క్వేర్ని ఏ ప్లస్ బి ఇంటూ ఏ మైనస్ బిగా కన్వర్ట్ చేస్తే డినామినేటర్లో ఏ ప్లస్ బి క్యాన్సిల్ అవుతుంది కదా. దెన్ లెఫ్ట్ ఓవర్ నెంబర్ విల్ బి ఏబి ఇంటూ ఏ మైనస్ బి. ఆప్షన్లో ఉంది కదా, కీలో కూడా చూడండి అదే ఇచ్చారు. సో క్వశ్చన్ రాసిన వాళ్ళు ఎగ్జామినర్ ఎవరైతే ఉన్నారో ఇక్కడ ప్లస్ ప్లేస్లో మైనస్ తీసుకున్నారు. అది యావరేజెస్లో పాసిబుల్ అవ్వదు. ఫర్ ద గివెన్ క్వశ్చన్ దిస్ మస్ట్ బీ అవర్ ఫైనల్ ఆన్సర్. ఇది ఫైనల్ ఆన్సర్, తిరుగులేదు అందులో. యు వాంట్ మీ టు ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ దిస్? Two poles of equal heights are standing opposite to each other on either side of a road which is 120 meters wide. From a point between them on the road, angle of elevations of their tops at 30 degrees and then 60 degrees. What is the height of each pole? Okay, condition is important. Equal heights we have, same heights. This is the road. Between the road from one point to the top, they considered angle of elevation and mentioned as one is 30 degrees, the other is 60 degrees. Width mentioned as 120. So now what I'll do is I'll keep a point here. They said equal height, so a comma a. Heights are equal. This part I will consider as B, this part I will consider as C, because there are two triangles. Because there are two triangles. From the given data, we already know B plus C is equal to 120. Okay, if this is B and this is C, we already know B plus C is equal to 120. Keep it aside, forget about that. Now consider this triangle, yellow color, left hand side, where the angle is 30 degrees. Tan 30, 1 by root 3. That means A by B is equal to 1 by root 3. Next, consider right hand side triangle, tan 60. That is equal to A by C, which is root 3. From this, I will take A, from this I will take B. B is equal to root 3A. From this C is equal to A by root 3. And we already know B plus C is equal to 120. Root 3A plus A by root 3 is equals to 120. If we take root 3 common, root 3 into root 3a, that is 3a plus a, 4a by root 3. 4a by root 3 is equals to 120. For how many times? 30 times. Then a is equal to 30 root 3. Over? Over? This is one way. Next. కొంచెం కేర్ఫుల్గా వినాలి ఇది. అనదర్ మెథడ్. ఈక్వల్ హైట్స్ అన్నారు. 30 degrees అన్నాం, 60 degrees అన్నాం. ఓకేనా? రైట్. 30 degreesకి ఆపోజిట్లో మనం ఎప్పుడు ఏమని తీసుకుంటాం? ట్రయాంగులర్ నంబర్ ఫార్మాట్లో. మనం చెప్పాను ఆల్రెడీ మీకు. 30 degrees ఆపోజిట్లో 1 తీసుకుంటాం. 60 degrees ఆపోజిట్లో రూట్ 3 తీసుకుంటాం. 90 degrees ఆపోజిట్లో 2 తీసుకుంటాం. మీరు ఏం కావాలంటే అది చెక్ చేసుకోండి. ఇప్పుడు sin 30 1/2 సరిపోయిందా? రైట్. సో ఈ ఫార్మాట్ గుర్తుపెట్టుకుంటే ఈజీ అవుతుంది. ఇవి గివెన్ డిగ్రీస్ అమ్మ. ఎల్లో కలర్ దగ్గర ఉండే యాంగిల్ ఎంత? ఇక్కడ. మరి లెఫ్ట్ సైడ్ ట్రయాంగిల్ టాప్లో యాంగిల్ ఎంత ఉంటుంది? 60. రైట్ సైడ్ ట్రయాంగిల్ టాప్లో ఎంత ఉంటుంది అమ్మా? 30. సో ఎప్పుడైనా గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి, 30కి ఆపోజిట్లో 1 పార్ట్, 60కి ఆపోజిట్లో రూట్ 3, 90కి ఆపోజిట్లో 2. పై దగ్గర స్ట్రిప్లెట్ కూడా సరిపోయిందా? కమాన్. 1 పార్ట్, రూట్ 3 పార్ట్స్ అండ్ దెన్ 2 పార్ట్స్. సరిపోయిందా? ఎస్. అప్లై ద సేమ్ టు ద అదర్ వన్ ఆల్సో. ఐఎమ్ రైటింగ్ ఇన్ ఎ గ్రీన్ కలర్. I said opposite to 30, 1 part. Opposite to 60, root 3. Opposite to 90, 2. This is what you are supposed to have according to trigonometry theory. But with respect to this question, there is one major condition given here. There is one major condition which is there in the first line itself. Heights are equal, but look at our heights. Left side we have 1 part, right side we have root 3. Are they equal? So to make them equal, I don't want to change this fellow, root 3. Let it be root 3 parts only. I want to have root 3 parts here. If I want to make root 3 parts here instead of 1 part, with what number I need to multiply? Root 3. So this becomes root 3 part. So all 3 values in left hand side triangle should be multiplied by 3 only, root 3 only. Then this becomes 2 root 3 parts. This becomes 3 parts. Now look at the condition. All sides equal. I mean to say heights are equal, right? And it follows the trigonometry theory. Base value, how much is this? 4 parts. 4 parts is equal to 120. From this, 1 part is equal to 30. What is your question? Em adigaru? Height is equals to root 3 into p only. That is 30 root 3. Okay. If a seller sells each fruit at a price of 18 rupees, then he will get a profit of 440. If he sells each at 14.5, then he would suffer a loss of 57. If he sells each at a price of 16 rupees, then profit or loss he gets is. Now here, how many articles he is selling we don't have. We don't have information regarding how many articles he is selling. Every time he is talking about each fruit, each fruit, each fruit. Yes? But we don't know how many articles he is selling now. So we can definitely start taking it as X and then identify it. But I don't want to take that way. What I want to do is, if the price is 18, he is selling some number of articles. That is, I will treat it as 18 parts. In this case, I am not writing the selling price, I am writing only profit here. Profit becomes 440. I am just writing the information only. The price of each item is 14.5 parts. What is made? Loss of 57. That I will write it as minus 57. Now the question is, if he sells each at 16 rupees. If he sells each at 16 rupees. That falls between these two, right? Come on. That means answer also must be between 440 and minus 57. 440 and minus 57. You can eliminate only one option. First option can never be your answer. Yes? Third also can never be your answer. మనసు పెట్టి వినట్లా. ప్లస్ 440 మైనస్ 57 అంటే లాస్ 57 అనే కదా. లాస్ 58 అవడానికి ఛాన్స్ ఉందా? లాస్ 56 అవడానికి ఛాన్స్ ఉందా? ఎందుకు లేదు మీ బొంద? That falls between 440 and minus 57, right? Minus 56 will be in the range only. Can minus 58 be in the range? So that means loss can never exceed 57 rupees. Profit should not exceed 440. And loss should not fall 57. I mean to say, loss can never be more than 57. So if you observe this, 442 loss is not possible at all. 88 loss is also not possible at all. Second option says 324 profit. Can that be your answer? Yes. 156 profit. Can that be your answer? Yes. That falls in the range only. అర్థమవుతుందా? రేంజ్ అంటే తెలుసా మీకు? రైట్. అసలు మీకే గనక నిజంగా కామన్ సెన్స్ ఉంటే, మీకే గనక కామన్ సెన్స్ ఉంటే 14 పార్ట్స్ అప్పుడు మైనస్ 57 అయింది, 16 పార్ట్స్ అప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది అని అంటున్నా. ఇది క్వశ్చన్. ఓకేనా? ఇక్కడ గ్యాప్ ఎంత ఉంది? 14.5 కదా ఇది. ఐ 14.5. ఇక్కడ గ్యాప్ ఎంత ఉంది? 1.5. ఇక్కడ గ్యాప్ ఎంత ఉంది? 2. సో రైట్ హ్యాండ్ సైడ్ వచ్చే నంబర్ కూడా ఇక్కడ 2 పార్ట్స్ గ్యాప్, ఇక్కడ 1.5 గ్యాప్ వచ్చేలాగా ఉండాలి కదా. ఆల్రెడీ 2 ఆప్షన్స్ ఎలిమినేట్ అయిపోయినాయి కదా. సెకండ్ ఆప్షన్ 324 పెట్టుకుందాం అని అనుకుందాం కొంచెం సేపు. ఫస్ట్ 2 నంబర్స్ దగ్గర మనకి అప్రాక్సిమేట్గా ఎంత గ్యాప్ వస్తుంది? అప్రాక్సిమేట్ అని మాట్లాడుతున్నా మీ బొంద. 100. నెక్స్ట్ ఎంత అప్రాక్సిమేట్ ఉంది? 300. అది మామూలుగా 2 పార్ట్స్ 1.5 పార్ట్లో ఉండాలి. అలా ఉందా ఇది? ఇది కూడా కాదు. ఫోర్త్ ఫైనల్ ఆన్సర్. కావాలంటే చెక్ చేసుకోండి. ఇక్కడ 156 రాసామని అనుకుందాం. అప్రాక్సిమేట్ గ్యాప్ ఎంత? ఇక్కడ అప్రాక్సిమేట్ గ్యాప్ ఎంత? 200 ప్లస్ 156 మైనస్ 57. ఎస్. పైన 300 అప్రాక్సిమేట్, కింద 200 అప్రాక్సిమేట్. 2 1.5 రేషియో దగ్గరగానే ఉంది కదా. 156 ఫైనల్ ఆన్సర్. కామన్ సెన్స్తో పెట్టచ్చు. ఇది చెయ్యాలనుకుందాం. కామన్ సెన్స్ ఆ వర్డ్ నేను వాడను. 18 పార్ట్స్ అప్పుడు ప్రాఫిట్ 440 అయింది. 14.5 పార్ట్స్ అప్పుడు లాస్ 57 అయింది. లెఫ్ట్ హ్యాండ్ సైడ్ గ్యాప్ ఎంత అండి? రైట్ హ్యాండ్ సైడ్ డిఫరెన్స్ ఎంత అండి? 497. So I will take 3.5 parts is equal to 497. Is that okay? 3.5 I am going to write it as 7/2 parts is equal to 497. 771 times P is equal to 142. ఇప్పుడు మనకి ఎంత ప్రైస్తో కావాలి? 16తో కావాలి. అంటే 18 పార్ట్స్లోంచి ఎన్ని పార్ట్స్ తీసేయాలి? 1 పార్ట్ 142 అయితే 2 పార్ట్స్ ఎంత? 282. అంటే ఇందులో నుంచి 282 తీసేయాలనే కదా. ఇన్స్టెడ్ ఆఫ్ 282 సబ్ట్రాక్ట్ 300, యాడ్ 18 later. సబ్ట్రాక్ట్ 300, 140, యాడ్ 18 later, 158. అప్పుడప్పుడు జరుగుతూ ఉంటాయి ఎట్లాంటివి, పట్టించుకోకూడదు. మైనస్ 284, సబ్ట్రాక్ట్ 300, యాడ్ 16, 140, 16, 156 ప్రాఫిట్. ఓకేనా? మనం ఈక్వేషన్లోకి వెళ్ళట్లేదు, ఇక్కడ ఈక్వేషన్లోకి వెళ్ళకుండానే చేస్తున్నాం. The speed of the boat in still water is 8 times of the speed of the current. That means man speed to stream speed, they are in the ratio 8:1. The time taken to travel a distance 270 meters in downstream is 20 seconds. Downstream speed is equal to 9 parts from the ratio, which is equal to distance covered by time taken. 0, 0 cancel. 9 3 times. From this, P is equal to 1.5. Time taken to travel a distance of 210 kilometers upstream. Upstream speed m minus s, which is 7 parts. Time to travel 210 meters in upstream, which is 7 parts. 7 into 1.5. What is 7 1.5 times? 10.5. 210 by 10.5, 20. The radii of two concentric circles are 34 and then 30 centimeters. Concentric meaning having same center but circle in a circle. Correct? Right. So radius mentioned 34 and then 30. If the chord of a triangle of larger circle, the chord of the larger circle is tangent to the smaller chord, find the length of the chord. We were asked to calculate length of the chord. Now tangent, where it meets the radius, it forms a 90 degrees angle and it divides equally, right? Yes. Now for smaller circle, this is radius only. How much is that? 30. This is 30. Now as you have 90 degrees angle here, let me take a line here and here is a line. నేను దీన్ని ఒక్క నిమిషం ఆగండి, రివర్స్లో వేస్తా. ఇక్కడ తీసుకుందాం. ఇదేంటి? రేడియస్ ఎంత? 30. ఇలా తీసుకుందాం. Now there are two right angle triangles. Observe blue line. What is this? With respect to outer circle, that is radius. How much is that? 34. Even for the right hand side triangle also, that is 34 only. Now we have a right angle triangle where the height is 30, hypotenuse 34. ఏంటది? 15 parts, 17 parts, ఇక్కడ ఏముండాలి? 8 parts ఉండాలి. 15 parts 30 అయింది, 17 parts 34 అయింది, 8 parts ఎంత అవ్వాలి? లేదంటే మళ్ళీ మీరు 34 square minus 30 square under root ఈ రామాయణంకి వెళ్ళాలి, which is not required. So base value. For one triangle it is 16, for other triangle also 16. And we were asked to calculate length of the chord, which is 32. If a 10 digit number is divisible by 88, then we were asked to calculate some number. Okay. If it is divisible by 88, 88 must be written as product of two co-prime numbers. So it has to be a multiple of 8 as well as 11. 8 multiplication in the sense last 3 digits only. 86 comma y we have. 8 once 0 6 comma something. In 60 is what 8 multiple we have? 4. Then y must be? So y is equals to 4. And the number is 4, 5, x, 0, 5, 8, 7, 8, 6, 4. First alternate. Other alternate. So difference of alternative sum must be either 0 or 11 multiple. Right. Bottom one. 5 plus 0, 5. 5 plus 8, 13. 13 plus 8, 21 plus 4, 25. First alternate. 4 plus x. Forget about x. I am writing already x here. 4 plus 5, 9, 7, 16, 22. So this difference must be either 0 or 11 multiple. It has to be 0 only. X is equal to 3. Now we were asked to calculate 5x plus 3y. 5 3s 15. 3 into y 12. Answer 27. Hope you can solve this question 75. Right.